Good morning, everyone. My name is Manuel Rufino. The tradition gave me the title of Maestro. Maestro doesn't mean the one who teach, but the one who have mastered themselves. And then they may decide to teach or not. Of course, that for me, titles, names, powers, and all of that mean nothing to me. But, as you train in your particular traditions, people acknowledge your work. They acknowledge that you are a PhD on something. They acknowledge that you have a bachelor degree on something. They acknowledge that you are a priest or a rabbi or a Buddhist monk or a priest, whatever thing that your tradition is carrying. So in our tradition, the Mayan order of Chichen Itza, then when you reach certain level, they acknowledge you as teacher or maestros, as an elder, that it is not a title given to you for pride, for arrogance, for your ego, because that is not the reason why it is presented to you. And then you decide you wanted to accept it or not. And even when you have it and it having already given to you, you may decide not to use that again, or may decide to continue. In my case, it's not something that bothers me. You want to call me Maestro, is fine. If you only wanted to call me Manuel, it's fine. If you don't want to call me anything and you just decide I don't deserve any names, that is also okay. Because at the end, it is all ego. And it is all get dissolved at the end. When you finish your life, all titles are gone. All the mask is gone. All your identity is gone. So sometimes it's better to just not to have it and not to call yourself, no names at all. I'm very happy with that. I am here outside. The wind is blowing. The fall leaves are turning in upstate New York in a very beautiful way. And I have been invited to this very beautiful festival called the Heart Fire. I love that name, the Heart Fire. You fire in your heart, which is what you always need to take care of. Once the fire is gone, life is also gone. So keep your fire in a good place. So I'm just happy to be able to be here on this very beautiful festival organized by my brother Joshua and his team, and all the people that are organizing this. This is just spectacular. Anything that is beneficial for people, that bring people together, that help us to gather and to understand things together, anything that just bring the brilliance of human creativity and the human imaginations and the human knowledge and the human understanding and the human spirituality, the human art, music, poetry, architecture, that brings the great knowledge of science on biology, astronomy, the earth science, natural science, and all the beautiful things that have also been given to us by the ancient ones the ancestors. They left us astrology, they left off Kabbalah, they left off yoga, they left us medicine, they left us, art and music and all the things that are very special of the human creativity. And I am just so joyful to be here presenting this topic about the Hallowed. This celebration, which is very ancient, which in general celebrate the ancestors, it celebrate those people that departed before us, but that left us everything that we have, all the knowledge and technology and medicine and things to heal ourselves and cooking, and left us just all these great things. Today is a day to celebrate that. We are celebrating the ancestors. Of course, that before the time of Halloween, from the perspective of Hollywood, we have this celebration from the perspective of the sacred. We were not just celebrating this because Dracula is coming to eat you, Jason is coming to do something to you, the werewolf is going to jump on you, situation, the Walking Dead. No, it was not about that. It was to honor the people that left, that also left good things to people, because you get inheritance from them. You get houses, and you get land, and you get property of all kind, intellectual property, you get knowledge that is passed on, all kind of stuff that is just special. And we are coming this night, these days, to celebrate the ancestors and their knowledge. Teachers, men and women, have come and passed by and have bring their basket of knowledge to us, and all the celebration that they bring to us in general. They left us what we call la canasta, or the gift. And this is what we come to celebrate. So I live in Mexico for a few years, and there the celebrations are like, wow. There is candy made out of skeletons. There is parade. There is people go to the cemetery and they talk to the dead, and they bring them tequila, they bring them beer, they bring them chocolate, they bring them cacao, they bring them candy, and they cook for them. It's all of these celebrations. So, and this is what this day is all about. It's about acknowledging those people that came before us, and they also left before us, but they left us this wonderful, marvelous wealth of knowledge and information, and they left us the connection back to the spirit and the knowledge that we are eternal soul, eternal people, that we don't die, that is just an illusion. They have come and gone, and they come and go. Just like the trees, right now they are just about to give up their leaves. They will look like they are dead. And you will come here in the winter and you will say, wow, dead trees. It happened to me the first time that I came up north, because I come from the Caribbean, where the trees are eternally green. There is flowers all year round. The first time that I came here, I came in February, and was in shock. I was like, wow, what happened to the trees? I was about to cry about it, but no, I thought that it was the pollution that happened that way. But no, I realized I had to ask, oh, no, don't worry, they are coming back in springtime. And I was a little bit skeptical because how that will happen? They definitely are all dead. I don't think that they will come back. But no, spring came back and the tree began to give, leaves began to come up, flowers begin to bloom, and the colors of spring, of greens, of all tones began to appear. I said, okay, so it is only an illusion. They were not really dead. So the same happened with our life. We come here and we bloom in our spring, and we give fruits in summer and fall, and then we become white, and then we die, supposedly, and then we come back. Life is eternally flowing. The beauty of it is just very special. So sometimes people can cry. My mother died. I say, okay, I'm sorry that happened, but she's not really dead. She come back one day. Maybe one day will become as your child or somebody special to you. We never know, because life is just like that, a mystery. It comes and goes. This reminds me the words of the Christ. His friend is dead. Lazarus is dead. Lazarus is dead. But Christ comes and says, oh my God, no, don't cry. He's only sleeping. Let me wake him up. And then he said, Lazarus, wake up, rise up, walk. And then he said, you see, Lazarus was not dead. He was just sleeping. So the same, we are all just sleeping. Sometimes we sleep more than others. Sometimes we dream more than others. Until one day we just wake up and realize the great mystery and the great sensations of life. So for the ancestors and for the ancient one, this celebration was something very special, very unique. And this celebration and this uniqueness that happened during this process, which bring us to the consciousness and the awareness that this is not another of these Hollywood celebrations. This was something very serious for the ancient ones. These celebrations of the eternal one. Yes. Is the mask of the dead. Because we all have a mask. This is the mask of life. And this is the mask of the dead. At the end, it is only a mask. You are eternal. Beyond your mask, you are. Understand that life is a continuum. It doesn't stop. This knowledge that have been passed on through the ancestral knowledge, as they achieve consciousness and illuminations, as they achieve resurrection, as they achieve a state of light, as they begin to realize that, oh wait, we are beyond this, we are more than this, we definitely are eternal. Then as they realize that, they pass on the knowledge. religions have taken it and do something with it. Initiation then have taken it into the transcendental and have teach us that life is a continuum. Maestro de la Ferrière used to teach us that the teaching that the teacher passed to the student, the main teaching is to remember that your soul is eternal. Once you learn this and you realize it and you come with it with more present in your life, then as you go through the valley of death or the valley of the dead, whether they wear this mask or this mask, at the end it is just a mask. So life continues, and tonight, celebration of the All Hallow, the day of All Saints in some tradition, the day of the ancestor in the Mayans and Aztec traditions, which were special celebrations to celebrate the ancestors, and without celebrating the teachers that have passed on, celebrate the people that have left us with testimony of the transcendental. You want to call it God, Elohim, Brahma, Allah. It's the same one, the nameless one, or the one beyond name, the one who came before the ancestors, the one who manifested this cosmos where we are, which is so mysterious, the DNA, the mysteries of the biology of the body, the mystery of the biology of energy, the chakras, your nadis, your energetic center, the mystery of your mind, creativity, imagination, fantasy, intellect, reason, understanding, and so on. Using your mind properly to decipher life and to understand life. We are a being that is transcendental, and not just transcendental, we are also multi-dimensional. And that makes us not just special, but very special. Not just transcendental, not just our soul is immortal, but it also teaches us that we are multi-dimensional. So teachers of all traditions, men and women, have come to teach us that Mary, Gaia, Kuan Yin, Isis, Tonantzin, the teaching of the transcendental being that come to teach us, do not worry. You are not just your bones and flesh. You are, and you need to reaffirm that to yourself, a soul that is not just a soul by itself, but transcendental too. Inside of a very beautiful mind, in contact with the great mystery. These connections then create the mystery of the day of Halloween, of the All Saints' Day, the Day of the Ancestors, the celebration that was done also by the Druids, the Druids from Europe used to celebrate this celebration too. And they celebrate that transcendental being, the knowledge of the ancestors. And so is the way that in the Mayan Aztec tradition we get this very beautiful mask. Wow! To let you know that inside the mask of the dead, there is a mask of the old age, there is the mask of the eternal youth, and there is the mask of the eternal one. So, then we have the knowledge of the ancestor, for example. Read it, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Also read the book of the Tibetan Book of the Dead, because they are just teaching things, information, knowledge, for you to let you know that you are here today, then you supposedly die or fall asleep. Then you wake up somewhere else. The magic of being who you are in all levels. You are a magical being, so magical. So trying to understand in that magic part of your life, in your magical transcendental mask, then you come here and you feel yourself with suffering, and you have yourself with, people, accusations, and your ego, then, then your sadness and your depressions and your crying and your tears and all of that, when in reality you are just caught into daily life, caught into your small little problems, when you are more than that. You are just special. Special, yes, but like all special things, you are a very complex thing, full of all kind of mysteries. You are a mysterious being. Today you come, tomorrow you go. And people will ask, where he or she left? So much discussions, so much arrogance, so much trying to be right, so much accusations, so much struggle for power, for money, for titles, and trying to damage other people with your informations and your knowledge, and you think that you know more than anybody, and you are the one who knows, and everybody is bad, and you are so holy, but full of your suffering and your negativity. Why do you fill yourself up with that? Because you've forgotten, you forget that you are a soul that is on a body. It's not the opposite way. It's not a body that have a soul. No, it's a soul that have a body. But of course, the body need to be respected and good taken care of. You need to eat well. Any vices, drinking, smoking, or things that damage your system, then it's not going to allow you to fulfill your being properly. But having a good diet and living a good life, then just like I tell many people say, so what about if you die and that's it? They say, well, at least I'm healthy and feeling well about it, because at the end that is what counts. Living a good life. You live a good life, then you die well, and you die, and then you transcend this life. And if you live well here, you will live well there too. Because you are a transcendental being. This teaching is being passing on from one generation to the next through millenniums, because this is the experience of the teachers, as they experience that your soul is very special and is eternal. And then you experience your direct connection to creation, to the manifestation in this plane where we are now, conversing and talking and breathing. That's why breathe well. That first breath. Just take a walk in your street, in your cities, in your park, in your nature. Take a walk and experience life. Eat well. Rest well. Very well. Make yourself a good person and a good being, and that will help you to understand the transcendental part of life. So, in this day of the ancestors, bringing back the beautiful aspect of your life and of your transcendental being and of your being as a whole, as you begin to experience life more fully and more into the transcendental, that you are not this mask. That's why people ask me, what is your name? Say, my mask name is Manuel. Because the mask is always changing, and it's always changing name, because it is a game, the name game. Today you have a name, tomorrow you have something else. That's why you find a dog in the street that had just got lost. In the house where the dog was living, they used to call him Peter. Now, since you don't know the name of the dog, you call the dog John. And for the dog it's the same, because the dog have no name. The dog have no name. The dog take whatever name you give them. So the same, you must take whatever name that you wanted to give to the mask. Then people try to damage you and create situations and horrible stuff, and they live their life in panic, and they live their life in accusations, and they live their life in horrible things that Hollywood make it very special for Halloween. You great fear to the great Dracula. And the werewolf is coming to eat you. And Jason have a big sword and a big, what he used for, because this is what happened to you. You become psychotic when you get too involved in your body, when you get too involved in your ego, too trapped in your perceptions, and then you think that life is something that is not. Life, it is not that. Life transcends all of that. We are very special beings, very special in all levels, very special, very, very special, very special we are. So that's why then we need to understand the reason why the celebration of the Day of the Ancestors. Just observe nature, observe it. Soon the leaf will be gone, and they will look like they are dead, but they are not. And that's why flowers and the dead come together, because at the end, out of the dead, the flowers. The major symbols of life and joy and colorful things is the day in where you understand that you are transcendental. Somebody asked me, "How the best way to treat a human being?" I say, just do what they do when the person is dead, on a casket, sitting there, and the priest begin to say how many beautiful things this person was for everybody, how special this person was, and how beautiful the person was, how intelligent the person was, and how good the person was for everybody, and how everybody loved this person, and everybody. So treat person like it. This is the last day of their life. Treat them well. Treat yourself well every day. I said, this is your last day. This is your last day. Live it well. Every day, they say, it's a good day to die. I don't know exactly what they mean by that. But I guess they just mean that every day you have an new opportunity to live. Because every day you die when you go to sleep. When you're dead, as you go to sleep and you close your eyes, you don't know where you are. Nobody knows where you are. And then next morning you resurrect and you come back and take your first breath. And it is all good. You are living again. You are living again. You will be back. Oh no, you are always eternally here. Eternally transcendental. So I wish you a good connection to your inner self and your soul. I wish you a very healthy mind that can help you to realize yourself internally. Having a beautiful mind, well placed and well disciplined, and with good reading and good art and knowledge. I wish you a more contact to your soul directly. Like, wow, my soul directly. I wish you that contact. And you begin to feel yourself more, and you begin to feel that I am a soul. And then you begin to create more consciousness of your body. The body will die one day, but it's such a marvelous creation, such a marvelous manifestation. Your fingers, your hands, your eyes, your nose, your entire being is just special. So, as they say in the tradition, Pach in Lakesh Alaken, which just means peace. You are I am, and I am you. Long live the ancestors. Aho.
Our mission is peace.